What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I recently did a video on my GoFast camper here. All right, you big scary monster. I recently did a video on my GoFast camper here, giving you some things that I like about it, things I don't like about it, and a little walk around of my setup. And I got a question about the solar system that I have in my truck, the panels on the GoFast, and then the rest of the system. So today's video, I'm going to be going over that. So without further ado, let me shout out to my sponsor real quick. That is the rebranded Customs CG2 wallet. If you're looking for a badass wallet that's way better than the Ridge wallet, go check it out. Links in the description below. You get 10% off your first order. And let's get up on top of this roof and check out my solar panels. We'll work our way down and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so up on the roof here, I have two 100-watt solar panels. These are Renogy. They're the flexible variant, and they're monocrystalline. In order to attach those to the roof, I have this, I think it's this RV sealant tape, RV roof tape. I think it's made to like patch up leaks in an RV roof. But anyway, I'll try to put links to as much of this stuff down below as I can find. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'll do my best to put those links below if you want to check this stuff out for yourself. Now this tape, it was originally twice as thick, and I cut it in half and used it on the panels. So that's that. As far as the wiring, I just kind of have the wires up here. I got the wires, I tried to get them as close to length as I needed, and the rest of them I just curled up and zip tied where I could. So they're zip tied together. They're zip tied to that rear bar back there. And then up here where I have it running into one wire, I have this 3-way MC4 connection here. And I have these run in parallel. So each panel is running independently of one another. 3-way, and over here I have some more of that RV roof tape, but this time I didn't cut it in half. This is the full width over here. You probably can't see it because my body's in the way, but I have it taped to this corner, and the rest of the wires are just attached to the panels and zip tied. So now we'll run down and continue on following the wiring down on the side of the truck. And from the roof, I have it just looped around. I gave myself enough slack on the wire to where it doesn't interfere with the hinge over here. On the bottom side of the front of the GoFast, I have some more of that RV roof tape holding the wires to the top. And then down the front side of the camper here, I just have some Gorilla tape holding it on. The reason I went with that over the RV tape is definitely a better tape, but the black just matches the camper. It's starting to come off here at the bottom. And that RV tape, the reason I use that, I originally had put these panels on with the Gorilla tape, and it lasted about a week and a half before it started, the sun got to it, I guess, and it lost its adhesiveness and dry rotted and started coming off. So that's why I got that roof tape. It's been up there for over a year now, and I haven't had any issues with it. So that's the reason for that tape. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it if you want your panels to not fly off when you're driving down the road. And from there, I just have the wires going down into the stake pocket here, to which they run through the bed to the back, and I'll show you where I have those in the bed. So in the bed here, I have the wires coming up through another hole that's in the side of my bed here. And then they're connected to another set of wires with another MC4 style connector. And the reason that I have it run to the bed and not from the panels straight to the charge controller is that originally I didn't have the panels on the roof. I actually didn't even have this camper. So what I originally did when I started putting the solar system in is I have these collapsible, these foldable solar panels, and what I would do is when I got to where I was going, I would lay them out and then run a wire and plug them in right here to the bed. So instead of rewiring everything when I put the panels on the roof, I just ran the roof panels to this connection point, and then that was already run to the charge controller. So I kind of leave it like this right now. It's out of the way. It doesn't look the best, but it works. And also in the future, or if I feel like I'm going to need more solar on a particular trip, I can always take my portable panels, throw them out, so I have the roof panels and the portable panels. I can just plug them in right here and have all the panels running off the same system. So from there, we'll go back down. So from there, I just have the wires running back down through the cab or through the bed, along the truck frame and into the cab. So we'll take a look at that now. Moving into the cab now. So like I said, I have the wires running along the frame, and they're coming up under this storage compartment here into the cab. So these are my wires I have here. There was a plug in the bottom of the cab. I just popped that plug out, ran the wires up through there, cut a little slit in my carpet here, and that's where the wires. So these two wires here are coming from my solar panel. These two wires here are going, let's do that. These two wires here are going to my batteries, and these two wires are going to my load. And that's a COM port. I'll show you that in here in a second. Yeah, so this is the charge controller that I purchased. It is a Renogy 40 amp Commander charge controller. It's an MPPT. I got the MPPT because it's the only way to run your panels in series, and I didn't know if I was going to do series or parallel or a mixture of both. If you're doing either one of those, then you're going to want an MPPT, and it also is a 40 amp, so it's more than enough for what I need, and it's mounted under there. I just have some what do you call it, Velcro on the bottom, and it just kind of hangs out on the carpet there. And over here I have my 600 watt inverter plugged in there. And now we shall follow the battery and the load cables under the hood where they are connected, and let's go do that now. So under the hood now, sorry it is really dirty, haven't cleaned up from the pollen fall, but this is my battery 1, have my battery 2 over here, and as far as the cables going to the batteries, I have one of them running to one battery, the other running to the other. So for instance, I would have the positive running into this, the negative running into that, and it's all these batteries are running parallel, so doing it that way will charge both batteries. Over here I have my fuse panel, which I have all my accessories tied into. This is a low voltage disconnect, which it's kind of redundancy because the charge controller has a low voltage disconnect built into it. But here's another one. And then I have I have the load running to this fuse panel, and all my accessories like my fridges and outlets and everything are running off this panel. And that's pretty much it for under the hood. I did upgrade these batteries to a, I think they're 105 amp hour, maybe more. I can't remember. Batteries, and I did a video on all this stuff. I'll try to link those below as well if you want to check out the install of this stuff and whatnot. I do want to go back inside and check out the monitor real quick. So back in the cab now, this COM port, I have it running along the carpet here, and I had it hanging on the back of the seat when I had some paneling on here, but I don't, so now it's just kind of sitting in the floorboard. But this is a charge controller monitor. So this will show you what your panel is producing, what's going into your battery, and then what's on your load. So right now the panels are putting out 15.2 volts at 5.7 amps. The charge controller is converting that to 13.7 volts and 5.6 amps. And then of course I don't have anything on my load, and it's just running at 0.6 amp draw. So that is that. Pretty nifty little doodad to monitor your power consumption and output and all that good stuff. Well, that's going to be it for this one. I think it was a nice and short, sweet video this week, but if I left you with more questions than I had answers for, leave them in the comments below. I try to get back to everything as best I can. Don't forget to check out our sponsor. Links in the description, 10% off, all that good stuff. And yeah, until next one, I shall see y'all